What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sun and Pop's Culture. I'm Sun.
And I'm Pops.
And this is episode 90.
Oh, it was the 90s. Here we go. In the 90s. In the 90s. Oh, man, I miss the 90s.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of Gen X says
that. We do. It was our time. Our time. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got. We're telling people who we are, bud.
Me?
Well, that's my job.
That's you. That's you.
That's my job. Okay. Oh, we are Sun and Pop Culture, and what we do here is give you our take on movies, music, video games, comic books, literature, some sports, and a little slice of life. Sometimes you get the whole pie. East and West, young and old, X and Z, Sun and Pops. Where can the people find us at, buddy?
Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Sun and Pop's Culture. There we have highlights and some other stuff that we post.
Yeah, and Chad frickin'.
Yeah. if you ever want to hit us up to talk about a certain something, feel free. We always love hearing from you guys.
Yeah, we really enjoy hearing from our listeners. Bumped into Simony Cricket today, and she was giving me hell about asking her question. But yeah.
Hey, we asked it today.
Yeah, we asked it. We asked it. Yeah. So yeah, good times. So I guess we'll start where we always start.
Yes, with this week's drink.
This week's drink started as a 21-year-old's quest to find his favorite drink, but has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want. Because either way, we gonna drink. What do you have for the people today, buddy?
Today, I have the same thing that I had last episode. Which was, Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And your Simony Crickets pint glass. Awesome. Yes. I have Bullet and Coke.
What is that?
Bullet whiskey. Well, Bullet whiskey and Coke. I wanted to stop and get some Basil Hayden because real quick shout out. I got a friend of mine from high school hit me up on Monday, Tiki Lawton, and he organized a little get together with myself and him and our friend Dean, who we also graduated with. Yeah. So in the process of having that dinner and conversation, I found out Dean was also a whiskey bourbon dude, and we both had a double shot of Basil Hayden, and it went down real nice. And I meant to stop and grab a bottle for them, but I didn't have time. But anyway, so I'm drinking this Bullet. So shout out to some of the old homies who it was good to see. There's only a handful of people that take me back to 1993. And there are two of them. You know, it was great. It was truly, truly great seeing them. Truly was good conversation, good time catching up. I hadn't seen Tiki in 20 years. Haven't seen him in 20 years. I've talked to him probably twice, and two of those times was including when he called me to say we're going to go get dinner. And straight up, he's in Hawaii. You know, living his best life. And Dean, even though we're the same school districts and our kids are the same age, our paths just never crossed. Yeah. So that was the first time that we've got to sit down and talk as actual fully realized adults, and it was nice. It was really nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was. So hopefully, I keep having these little mini gatherings with mini groups of people I graduated with. Maybe we'll be able to actually get it all together one day.
Yeah,
I'll sit down and that'd be nice. So cheers, buddy.
Cheers
to the old and the new. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I never heard of Bullet whiskey. That's what I was thinking.
You never heard of Bullet? Yeah. Bullet's good stuff. It's good. Yeah. They make a rye as well that I really like. Yeah. Okay. But it's good. It's good. You know, not in this house, nothing brown lasts. You know, I drink
including
it.
yourself.
Hey, I'm fighting for the time. I am fighting for the time. You know, my juice game is serious right now.
So, yeah, I know.
yeah. People, go get yourself a juicer and change your life. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, so what's up, bud? What's going on? What do we have today?
today, there's a good bit of news
Okay.
just on Disney's behalf because basically they had Comic Con 2.0 for
I
themselves.
I mean, two weeks later, I was like,
Yeah,
what the?
and they do this every year. I always forget, like,
Mm-hmm.
because what I'm talking about, folks, is Disney has D23, which is
Yeah.
their convention, in
Yeah.
Anaheim,
Yeah.
California.
Yeah. And they make the announcements that they didn't feel like making at Comic Con.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a new thing. Like I don't remember this in the last 10 years. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I think
But
it was last year they didn't even come to Comic Con, Marvel.
yeah,
So they saved everything for D23, and there really wasn't a lot. So
yeah.
so this year, what they saved? What Daredevil?
They say I'm just gonna start because they say
Yeah, yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
they so Pixar announced a lot, and the Disney animation announced a lot. So starting off, we have a spin-off Disney Plus show from Inside Out coming called Dream Productions.
Mm.
I don't know what it's about, but it's a Disney Plus show coming out. And then with the feature films, we're getting Toy Story 5. Did you see that?
What did you say?
You didn't see that? Yeah, we're getting in
No.
June of 2026. We're getting Toy Story 5.
Huh.
And the premise is them, the toys, fighting over the attention, like against electronics.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's an interesting concept. That's a
Yes.
very interesting concept. Huh. Wow. So
Yeah.
what if like wait, Wreck-It Ralph was not Disney, was not Pixar, huh? That was
No,
Disney.
that was Disney. Yeah.
I was like, what if Vanilla Bean made a cameo?
Uh,
That'd
yeah.
be funny.
If it was
Yeah.
Pixar. Yeah. And
Hmm.
for that, Andrew Stanton, of the writer and director of Finding Nemo and Wall-E, is writing and directing Toy Story
Which
5.
what that means, people, is that you're gonna probably cry. That's what that means.
Yeah.
That means
Yeah.
if you have a heart of any kind, you're going to cry. So yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh boy.
That has people a little divided.
Yeah.
Just because in this little screen grab they had, Woody was there, and they're like,
Yeah.
Toy Story 4, the whole point was saying goodbye to Woody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why is he back? But then at the same time, Toy Story, there's no Toy
3.
Story without Woody.
Without Woody, there's no Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have Woody without Buzz, sadly, but you can't.
They're good foils.
I mean, but
It
Tim
wouldn't be the
Allen,
same. It would not be the same.
no, it wouldn't be the same. But
at
you got to
all.
understand, at the time when they cast Tim Allen as Buzz, he was a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I
home
mean?
improvement,
And he hasn't been a big deal since then. So
yeah.
yeah, but wow. I mean, keep going back to the well, I guess,
They really are.
until you know you can't. But yeah, I mean, I'm here for it.
I might go see it.
You're gonna go see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. I've actually never seen any of the Toy Stories in
In
theaters.
theater? Yeah, same,
No.
same.
But I'm
yeah.
always excited when they
Yeah, that they're
make a
making
new
them.
one.
They same. They're always good.
They're always
I mean,
good. Even Toy Story 4, it wasn't great. But
Yeah,
it's so good.
yeah. I couldn't tell you 5 things about Toy Story 4, but I couldn't. But I mean, Toy Story 3. I think I watched that 17 times because I had it on bootleg when I had my
I
shop.
remember that. Yeah.
And I used to watch that and Les Mis, bud. That and Les Mis. I watched those motherfuckers every day.
Yeah.
And hey, remember I had the side hustle with the bootlegs? That was amazing.
Yeah.
Your suburban moms would come in and be like, "What is this? How do you have Toy Story 3 on DVD already?" And I'd be like, "It's a bootleg. Do you want it for $3?" And they would be like, "Yeah," like buying stacks of movies. I'd be like, "This is," and it wasn't even for me. It was my homie. He had the bootlegs. I said, "Yeah, I'll sell some for you." But it was funny. They were like, "A what?" I'm like, "It's a bootleg." Somebody goes in there and records them, and then it was crazy.
Two things with that. One, I didn't see a movie in theaters for like 5 years because of you getting
Bootlegs.
those.
Yeah.
And two, there's okay, there's a culture clash.
Okay.
There's people that say bootlegs, and there's people that say pirated.
I mean, those people try to make it sound like it's a crime.
Yeah. So take a guess who says which one.
Yeah. Hey, drink up me.
What
Or,
demographic?
yeah, what demographic calls it piracy?
Yeah.
Hey, drink
Half
up
our
me,
listeners
Hardy.
are thinking.
They're shocked and appalled.
They're like, I say pirated.
I say I say bootleg, baby. We had a bootleg guy. He would show up with a case. That thing would open up like the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
He'd be like, shh. He'd be like, yo. He'd be like, I got that new Sherlock Holmes Blu-ray. I'd be like, what? This shit just came out. But I watched Avengers in our living room like the night it came out. I was like,
wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, I was sat there with
it's probably
fun.
in Chinese.
Oh, it was. Hey, I remember watching them when because the best was when you would get the screeners. They get a bootleg of a screener.
Yeah.
So that was basically like you wait streaming time. It'd be like movie would drop 3 weeks later, bootleg, bam, and it'd be crystal clear. Now the early days of bootlegging though, whoo, you'd be watching a movie, you see somebody stand up and walk across.
Literally with a camcorder.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh man, that's terrible. But they definitely got better when people could because people would steal them who knows where
from the servers and stuff. Yeah,
and then upload them, and then you would just download it, and you'd have this pristine copy of a movie that just came out.
Yeah,
a lot of them were from China. They'd have Chinese subtitles.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, good times. I watched my friend go from casually downloading movies to that becoming a legitimate side hustle for him. He had stores that were selling his bootlegs, bud. He started printing up labels. It was crazy. I'd be like, you got bootlegs at the Cricket store? He was like, the Cricket stores, I saw.
Of course it was Cricket.
Yeah,
of course it was a Cricket store.
The Cricket store would sell. I mean, they'd buy about 100 off him. He'd walk in, make $300 off of a stack of bootlegs. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was keeping the Cricket store open.
Basically selling bootlegs and K2 fake weed. I was like, this is nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those were some wild times in the early 2000s. The 2010s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. Yep. anyways, D23.
D23. Yeah, Disney's going to try and shut you down. Oh.
Hey.
So, yeah. We have Toy Story 5 coming out 2 summers from now. Incredibles 3 was announced. They didn't give a date though, but Brad Bird said, "Yeah, it's coming."
Brad Bird, you can count on him.
Yeah,
you can count on him. Give you some quality.
And then Disney announced this movie called Elio, 2025. Zoe Saldana's in it. I don't know. It's about some. It's like a space movie. It's like this kid's an ambassador or something.
Which one's Zoe Saldana?
She's Gamora.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna make $1 billion. Every movie she's in makes $1 billion. Yeah. Like she real low key, just like is the highest grossing female actress of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at her credits, people. Look her up.
Yeah. It's because she's in popular stuff. It's not her, but she clearly has the greatest agent in Hollywood because he'll be like do this one. It's going to make you $1 billion. Oh yeah.
Like she's like, really, like you don't even got to do a lot of heavy lift. I mean, Guardian, she had to do some heavy lifting, but everything else. But she was in the first Pirates of the Caribbean,
I know,
and nobody remembers her even being in it, and she was right there, like with lines.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who her agent is. I don't either. Talked about because she's not the main draw.
She's never the main draw, but somehow, I mean, I'm surprised she hasn't been in a Star Wars movie yet. Give her a week.
She's in Star Trek.
She's in Star Trek.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I was like, damn, girl. Yeah.
Anyway, we have that, and then we have Hoppers. I saw this. I thought it was going to be funny. That's coming out on March 26th, 2026. It is about beavers.
What? I'm there.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was funny.
I'm there. You know I love beavers. Yeah, that's dope.
The premise was like a girl is able, with technology, transfer her brain into her pet beaver. I don't know.
Who has a pet beaver? Like
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I would love having a pet beaver.
What purpose?
If I had, I don't
even know what to eat.
If I had property with like water, I'd have a pet beaver. Just watch that motherfucker. Oh my god, I spent the whole day. You know I love beavers. I just be sitting there
I don't
like,
even know what they eat. How would you
branches.
take care of that? Yeah, they don't eat wood, but
They don't. You would think.
yeah.
You think they're like, no, we actually they eat fish and like crawfish.
Oh, they
Like
are.
that's the whole
They
point of their
are
dam.
like
Their whole point of their dam is so that they have.
carnivores.
Yeah, their whole point of their dam is that so they have like an area
Fish.
to fish.
Mm.
Yeah, like they're like, we're going to dam this up and smash all these fish for ourselves.
See, they don't talk about that enough. They always say
Mm.
they build the dams, but not why do they
Why?
build the
Yeah.
dams.
Why do they want a huge area to swim in? That's why.
Yeah,
I told you about the beaver dam you can see from space.
yeah. That's why I thought you'd be interested.
That shit's mind boggling, man. You can see it from space, bud.
Yeah,
They discovered that thing with Google Earth. Like it's like somewhere where people can't walk to.
yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
probably why it's so big.
It's massive. Like
Yeah,
massive. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, there's probably a whole ecosystem of beavers that have developed differently than other beavers because they've had no human contact. But I digress. Okay.
no, that's what I was saying. Like you said,
Yeah.
people can't get to it. That's why it's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
ginormous.
Yeah. They probably would see a person and be like, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna
They-
try and catch him.
They start doing all these meticulous like beats with their fucking tails.
Yeah,
It'd be like this whole like
singing the
intricate,
army.
yeah, this whole intricate language. People are like, "What is
Yeah.
that noise?" Be like, "I don't know." It'd be all this thumping, and
Yeah.
a whole swarm of beavers come at you. You'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm dead." Big ass teeth. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I
Yeah.
dig beavers, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You
they're
know. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I told you when I asked your mom when she realized I wasn't cool. These are it's moments like this when she realized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Being interested in beavers.
And beavers, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways. So what else from D23?
We had a little teaser for the live action Lilo and Stitch.
Yo, I saw just a whole Stitch. Yeah, you sent it to me.
I sent it to you.
Yeah,
But they had like a whole thing,
Yeah.
like besides what I sent from you, it was like the ship crashing,
Yeah.
and then I think it just shows like a dark room or whatever, and you hear the voices, and
Yes.
then they have the Disney symbol, I think, and then Stitch breaks the screen and he pops
Yeah.
out, and that's what I
Okay.
sent you.
Okay, when he says the N word.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't it? Once you,
It does. Yeah, once you
Once
can't, you can't unhear it. You can't
Yeah.
unhear it. Yeah.
yeah, he pops out the screen and what he says,
Yeah.
Stitch language, but it sounds like
Yeah.
he's saying the N word.
Yeah, for sure. For
The
sure.
comments have me laughing.
So wait, so it's live action.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
live
because
action.
when you sent me that, I just like, oh, they're doing it in CGI, so it's live action. Stitch is obviously CGI.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's coming out next summer.
Huh. You know, Lilo and Stitch is one of those movies I remember taking you to when you were super duper young, and me and your mother just took you to take you. Like you were kind of like you're probably like 4 or 5 or something like that. And we were like, oh, we'll go see this on like a Wednesday, and then we were like, holy smokes, this is like I think might be a modern day Disney classic. Like this is a good one right here.
Yeah,
So we
it's
took-
a good movie.
Because we took you to some bad ones, but that one was a good one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't
We took
remember
you
it, but I know.
We took you to that one open range with the cows. That one was a bad one, boy.
Mhm.
Roseanne Arnold.
I
it was
like that one.
Yeah. You did?
I know it's an awful movie, but
Oh, it
I
is.
did like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we took you to the Piglet movie. And that was
Oh,
bad.
That was in
bad.
theaters.
Yeah, it was bad, but we almost left. Or we may have left. There were
Wow.
4 people. There were 4 people in the theater with us. There was 5 total, counting the 3 of us, and the other 2 people left. Mhm.
Wow.
They didn't keep their kids' attention, so they left.
Wow.
I remember that because we knew them. Like we
Yeah.
sat down and we're like, hey, and we waved. And 40 minutes later, they were walking out. I was like,
Yeah.
they got the right idea. Yeah, because it wasn't the Tigger movie. You loved that one, but anyways,
Yeah, that one. What I remember, yeah, it was a little sad too.
the Tigger movie, yeah.
Yeah, but they said, Lilo and Stitch is coming. You know how I feel about the Disney adaptations, the live
Mhm.
action ones. It's like a straight cash grab.
Yeah, they all are. I mean,
Whatever.
at this point, it's like
Because
no one's no.
everyone goes to see them because obviously, let's see what they do.
Yeah,
And then you always, right? Your initial reaction is, Well, I just want to watch the original.
Yeah, like it's like they can't come up with an original idea for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, so they just literally keep rehashing things for a new generation, and until people stop going to see them, they're going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know, they're all forgettable.
They are.
Like I'm going to see I'm going to see Childish Gambino, right? Donald Glover.
Oh, you bought the ticket?
Yeah, I'm going on the 20th with my main man Anthony Conrad. We're going to go see him. But I always forget that he was in The Lion King. Like, he was fucking Simba.
He was.
That was that year of him like being the guy.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was in that movie and I forget, it's just bananas because that's how forgettable that movie was.
That movie's trash, and it's getting a Mufasa prequel.
I know. Like, why?
Like, did you not hear about the complaints with the movie? No one liked it. Why are you giving it a sequel?
If they would have done a Mufasa prequel animated, I'm like, oh, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one you want to make.
Yeah, but you're giving us the version no one complained. But it did make $1.4 billion.
It's crazy. This movie will make $1 billion some dollars and people will be like, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what world do we live in?
I don't understand it. Yeah. But I don't know now because Disney acting up. So
acting up.
Like, I shouldn't say acting up, but not everything's a guaranteed hit.
No.
You know,
things have changed. Folks show.
Yeah. COVID.
Yeah. COVID changed everything, bud.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been saying that for 3 years, but it's just the truth.
It has changed the entertainment industry for sure.
It has. Which was so weird because like COVID like is what created all the competition for Netflix. You realize that, right? Because everybody started binging. Remember, everybody was binging everything during COVID.
Yeah.
And after COVID or during COVID was when everybody else was like, we need to have a streaming service. Like, we need to do this. And since then, it's like, how much stuff has actually been binge worthy? Like, motherfuckers were watching the Tiger King. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Like, think about that. That was
peak quarantine.
That was peak quarantine phenom. People watching that.
Yeah.
And that's just trash. But we could not watch it.
It was entertaining.
Carol Baskins.
It was straight. That was straight entertaining. Yeah. Entertainment.
The one that got me was Abducted in Plain Sight. That to this day,
I didn't watch that one. I
mean, Carol Baskins, Tiger King was bananas, but Abducted in Plain Sight, when that dude kidnapped that girl from her house.
Oh my god!
And like, and like, I mean, he turned out the mom, turned out the dad, and then abducted the little girl. I was like, what is happening? Like, when they're telling the stories, I was like,
what state was this in?
I don't know. Some red state. I don't know. It was just crazy.
I'm guessing Iowa. I'm just guessing Iowa.
But he literally, like, the part when he talks the husband into letting him give him a hand job, I was like, sorry, but
what game was he spitting?
That's what I'm saying. And he had already had an affair with the wife.
Oh.
Yeah, he had the wife. He turned the wife out over like a ham sandwich, like talked her into bringing him a sandwich or some shit. Next thing you know, they're having a full-blown affair. Then he catches himself alone with the husband and starts spitting some G about him having, you look tense. You should help me let you relieve some tension. Wow. And then he gives you, and when you see this old man telling the story and he just throws his hands up like he don't know what he did or why he did it, I was like, what? The dude talked to you and then letting him give you a hand job in your car. Like, what are you doing? What? Oh, buddy, it's insane.
What was he saying to him?
And then he kidnaps the little girl. She's like a teenager. But this is how he had the family so turned out. They let that fool, I think they moved him in and like divided the room. It was some absurd nonsense that I would never do. Yeah. Like something like absurd nonsense. And then he like abducts the daughter and puts like a little like intercom in the room with her and talks to her through it, saying that he's like an alien and he's abducted her.
Like a baby monitor.
Yeah, and he's like, this is so and so. Like, you will do what I say. And this girl's like a teenager and she's believing him. Like, she's like, it's so crazy. The woman has written a book.
This in the 70s or something?
I think it was the 70s, early 80s. It's so bananas. So bananas. Like, this dude. And
he had to be drugging him or something.
And I don't even know if he ever got convicted or if he was only convicted for a little bit. It's crazy. It's because the woman's a full-grown woman now, and she tells her story, and she knows it sounds bananas.
Yeah.
Like, Her
She's
dad's
aware.
Abducted in Plain Sight. People, if you haven't watched that one, revisit that one on Netflix. Good God, that dude, he could sell water to a well. I was like,
Yeah, he's.
mm-hmm.
You ever think about being a lawyer?
That dude had a separate affair with a husband and a wife. They didn't know about it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. I've never heard of it. Never heard of it since. But
He should write a book.
yeah, he should. He'd be like, well, all I said was, people be like, what? He'd be like, I just asked.
Do a master class.
Yeah, master class on game. He'd be like, yeah, my game is so potent. I don't even really order my own food anymore. He'd be like, I go to restaurants, they just give it to me for free.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, what are you saying? He's like, I just ask. And they're
That
like,
whole situation was because he got bored. He was like, can I convince this girl I'm an alien?
yeah, I know. He's like, well,
Let's find out.
I already nabbed the mom, nabbed the dad. Let's add a degree of difficulty to this.
Yeah.
I'm
not just nab the daughter, but
yeah,
convince her I'm an alien.
I'm an alien and she's been abducted two blocks down from her house. It's crazy shit. Oh yeah, man. Craziness. Oh.
So back to D23.
Yeah, back to D23.
They also not announced, but gave us some on-set photos, I guess. I don't know, of Mandalorian and Grogu. That movie coming out.
Yeah. And that's really what it's called.
Mandalorian and Grogu. Yeah.
Yeah, that's jeez.
At least it's better than Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, because that would be straight for just selling tickets.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movie. That's coming out in May of 2026. And they announced that your boy Zeb of Star Wars fans, he's the guy alien in your show Star Wars Rebels.
Zeb. Yeah. Okay, he's gonna be in it.
He's gonna be in it. They showed him. They showed him
100% CGI.
Yeah. This is a movie. This is a movie, though.
Yeah, he's a hairless Wookiee.
Basically, but yeah, he's gonna be in it.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking it. Yeah. Okay.
So, for those of you who don't know that show, you could care less.
But Star Wars Rebels was an animated series that came out after Star Wars Clone Wars.
Yes.
And it's probably the most slept on of the animated series. Yeah. But it's definitely worth watching if you're a Star Wars head. I mean, I'm not saying if you don't like Star Wars, don't waste your time. But if you like Star Wars and if you don't want to watch it because it's a cartoon, you're dumb. Watch it because it's that good. And a lot of what you're seeing now in the shows comes from Rebels in Clone Wars. So Zeb was a main character. He's not actually a hairless Wookiee, but it's the easiest thing to compare him to if you're trying to picture what he looks like. Yeah. So Zeb was cool. He was a cool character. He showed up though in Mandalorian.
Yeah, he had a little cameo.
Yeah, and I was like, well, there was the budget for that whole episode because he's literally all CGI.
All CGI. Yep.
But that'll be cool.
Yeah. I don't know how good the movie will be, but
we'll see. Yes. Who's directing? Is it Favreau?
Okay, I didn't even check. I thought so.
Yeah,
I thought so. And we also got some stuff with Andor season 2. Which,
really?
Yeah, fans listening, Andor is another Star Wars show on Disney Plus.
That was excellent.
That was excellent. I mean, you don't even obviously you should know Star Wars to watch it, but it is not a Star Wars show. It's a war political thriller. Yeah,
you need to know the word Star Wars and maybe Death Star to enjoy that show. That's it.
Yeah. Because
it's that good.
Yeah, what happens in that show is just it's very well written. It's very well
that show. That show feels like the cast was like, if you want me to do this, you better not be on no bullshit. Yeah, and they were like, okay, fine, okay, we'll make a good show, and they did. They made a very.
I did not expect it at all.
No, not at all. It was excellent. Yeah. Excellent.
Just what I was actually just listening to a podcast the other day, and they brought up what's his face's Skarsgård's monologue. Yeah, and just how good that was. when you know the monologue he gives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Well,
but
Skarsgård, he shows up. He's always good.
yeah,
You know,
he
but like,
wasn't phoning it in.
but Richie was in it. Richie was in it from the Bear.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
it was good.
it's
It
good.
was good.
With season 2, they announced Saul Guerrero. You know,
Really, Forrest Whitaker.
Whitaker. Forrest
Yeah,
Whitaker. He's gonna be in it in the next season.
that
That'll
dude
be
with his
interesting.
with his CPAP machine.
Yeah. Yeah. He does
Yeah,
have one.
yeah. It's. I was like, that's a CPAP. I'm
Yeah.
like, they really put a CPAP on his hip, and he just walks around with it on. I was like,
Yeah.
that's great. But no, he was
Yeah.
dope. Like, if it basically people, Star Wars, Andor is a prequel to Star Wars Rebel, which is a prequel to Star Wars. Right? Is
Yeah.
that sum it up? But
Yeah.
as Star Wars Rebels is a dope movie. Andor tells a story of one of the main characters in Rebels.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not saying Rebels. I meant Rogue One. Sorry.
Oh.
Andor is a prequel to Rogue One, which is a prequel to New Hope, Star Wars. Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of Rogue One, that villain in it, the Krennic guy, the one that
Mm-hmm.
dresses in all white, he's
Yeah.
also gonna be in season 2 of Andor.
Oh wow.
They
Oh wow.
announced that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here for that. I am here for that.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. That's good stuff. I never got around to watching Acolyte. I hope to.
You don't waste your time. I didn't even watch the last episode. I forgot.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah, don't even waste your time. If you're not watching it by now, it's not even
Yeah.
worth watching.
Dang. Well,
It does have a really good fight in it, but even then, just watch that on YouTube.
all right. Well, I'll probably won't get around to watching it.
I'm just trying to help you out.
It's like we're on a mission here at Sun and Pops Culture to give you our take on all these things. But if we hear that it's shitty, we're not even wasting our time.
I know. Well, I've witnessed it myself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I did waste
true.
my time.
That's true. You were like, nah, I ain't with none of this.
Yeah, I did waste my time. I watched 7 episodes out of the 8.
Yeah, you were like, nah.
I'll finish it one day.
I feel you. That's like how your mom used to be with books. Your mom would read 3/4 of a book.
Yeah,
like,
she would.
She'd be like, I'm done. I'd be like, damn, babe, you're almost done. She'd be like, I'm done. I'm like, okay. Whatever you say.
Yeah. And the last thing with D23 I have is they announced the title for Avatar 3. Which
Yes, they did. Go ahead.
Which we'll never know when that's coming out. Probably another 20 years from now. But
they said next year.
Oh, for real?
No, 2026. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called Avatar 3 Fire and Ash.
You know what it was supposed to be called?
No.
It was supposed to be called something that has some innuendo. That's why they changed it. Well, that's not
really?
It wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
But it was like finger banger or something. It was something
Hot and
of
steamy.
Yeah, hot and steamy. They were like, "Oh, you can't say that." So, but yeah. So they changed it to Fire
kinky.
and Ash.
Yeah.
Which you said kinky. Shut up.
I know James Cameron is aware of that.
He was like, blue people, baby. But yeah, I did see that. I'm interested. I mean, I still haven't watched the last one.
Oh,
you know?
You didn't?
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Yeah. Oh, you did. Was it impressive?
The effects were, crazy. It's amazing. The effects. The story's okay.
Yeah. Just like Avatar?
Yeah, just like Avatar. It's just technical, phenomenon. I cannot discredit it for what it does for special effects. But for storytelling.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah.
So, I think it would be interesting to see how much money the third one makes, just because the second one, I feel like a lot of people saw it and at least in America, to be like, oh, how's it look?
Well, I think I told you that when it came out. The big draw about Avatar is the technological leaps that it makes.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't keep making leaps, then why do we care?
Yeah, and now we're talking a 3 year difference.
Yeah, as opposed to
4 maybe
as
to
opposed to 10.
10.
Yeah,
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 and a 3 year difference nowadays.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's
So
all I have for D23.
that's a lot, though. I mean, they brought it. No,
They
you didn't bring up Daredevil.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry. The sequel to one of the best superhero series ever made is finally coming to us.
Yeah,
Darede-
Disney. Yeah.
Daredevil Born Again. So
On Disney Plus. It's rated
yeah,
R, right?
it's rated R, I guess, and
Yeah.
they got a lot of the Netflix people to come back. Well,
Okay.
the ones that we wanted to come back. You
Yeah.
know, Charlie Cox is Daredevil.
Yes.
The woman who played Karen Page, I can never remember her name. I feel terrible. The
Oh,
guy
okay.
who plays his best friend Foggy Nelson came back. John Barenthal, the
Yes.
actor that I hate to love but love to hate, he's back. Hey, I told you, like, it's weird how much I like but dislike that dude.
Yeah.
I don't like him
Except
because
when he's
it's
Mikey.
well, when he's Mikey and the Bear, I love him.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with him. I want to make Brajul with him. Like, he's my guy.
Yeah.
But when he's anybody else, I'm like, fuck that dude.
He's good at that.
He
He's
is.
not like that in real life.
Yeah, he's a nice dude.
Yeah.
He married a girl from one town over. True shit.
Yeah.
I've told you that multiple times. It still blows my mind. Like
Yeah.
I can't even say I know her, even though I have hung out in the same places as her. But I'm not like she would be like who. But like I have friends that actually do know her, and that's just mind boggling to me that that's her man. But
Yeah.
so when he'll do interviews and he'll talk about his wife, it's just like
I
kind of
know. Yeah.
I'll
Out
be
here.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like, that bitch went to Cannon Mac. That's crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's just wild, but that's cool. Yeah, but he's a great actor. I'll give it to him. And he's coming back to play the Punisher,
Yes.
which makes me think that maybe Richie is coming back to play. Unless did he? See, I never watched.
I never watched the Netflix show. Yeah.
So he may have died actually on the show. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? He
Yeah,
played.
I'm not sure either.
He played Microchip, but I'm sorry, I got distracted. But
I heard he was good in that. So
yeah, everybody says he was good, and I guess they have to be friends in real life because they're on that together and they're on the Bear together. So you would think they were friends.
oh, yeah, they'll probably work friends.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, but another Megan Thee Stallion video came on. I got distracted for a second.
You want to talk about her?
I mean, I can.
Yeah,
I was
I
going
can
to talk.
see it in the reflection of your glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
The one I was going to talk about was Megan. It was called Mega Musha or something like that. Her new single.
Okay.
I was watching the video right before we started. You know, I don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion at all. At all. I mean, I appreciate the time she puts into fitness. You know, I mean, I do. I respect it. Like, she's not just like, oh, I got a big booty and you know, but she goes hard and she maintains a amazing physique. But I was watching the Mega Musha video and I was like, oh, she's naked. I was like, oh, that's her whole butt. Yeah, I was like, oh, that's her butt with nothing else on it, just her butt. I was like, wow. So, and I'm so messed up. The thing that impressed me the most is that she had a Yakuza tattoo on her back, which is obviously fake for the video. But you know, some nights I have deep dives just looking at Yakuza tattoos because they just amaze me how intricate they are.
Don't get one of those.
No, I can't because I'm not in the Yakuza.
Yeah, you'll get killed.
But yeah, Japanese mafia people, Yakuza, their tattoos are very intricate. They're beautiful. And in this video, Megan has one, and she's like naked in a spa. Like she's like she's playing not a geisha. Maybe she is playing a geisha, and she's Anyways, yeah, she looked impressive. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she's a Japanese fan. So.
Yeah, she likes anime.
Fan in Japan. Yeah.
She's remind me when we get to Anime Corner to tell you about my interaction at the pharmacy today. It was amazing. But yeah, that's all. That's really all I had to say about Megan. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm like, high protein, low carbs. You get it, girl. Get it. But anyways. So yeah. Do you want to talk about sports for a half a second?
Sports? Okay.
I mean, the Olympics have come and gone. I think the closing ceremonies are tonight.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know when it was.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch any of the Olympics, really. I just watched highlights on YouTube because I just didn't have time. Team USA brought it for basketball.
Oh, yeah. Great closing.
When I watched some of the highlights with your mother, I said, you know what I love about Steph Curry is that people are shooting again. and people care about fundamentals again. Because there was a 20-year period where I felt like, and actually my man Josh Patterson was the one that hit me to it. He was like, it became all about athleticism over like actually being able to play. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So you'd have these
Yeah.
guys who could jump out the gym and they were all stars, but once that explosiveness went away, they couldn't shoot a freaking free throw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you get guys like Steph Curry who are quote unquote undersized and quote unquote not killers, and they'll just shoot your lights out because that's what basketball is. It's
Yeah.
getting the ball. It's getting the ball into the hoop. That's what the game is. You know. And it's just so when I see him do well, it always makes me feel like, yeah, that's what's up. You know, that's what's up. But they came and because basically at one point they were like, "Where's Steph? He's not doing anything." And then the last 2 games, he like put him on his back and was like, "Oh, all right, I'm here because
Yeah.
it was, you know,
I
your
don't know
grandma."
what they're talking about. He averaged the whole thing 14 points a game. He had the highest point scored average.
But
The whole thing.
they were saying,
I'm not saying
but
LeBron put the team on his back, but
the
he had
last
the
two
most
games,
points.
the game against not this last game, the game against Serbia, they said
Yeah.
Steph had like 17 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like he had finished the game with like close to 40 points. You know, he just in his last game, you know, your grandma, she loved it because I guess he did that whole like I'm right here because they were like, "Where's Steph?" And he was like, "I'm right here." And then he started to do this thing,
Yes,
like putting him to bed. So
Yeah.
I was just like, "Hey, America." So that
Well,
happened.
they've been saying since the last 10 years with him and his shooting that he changed the game.
Yeah, he did. He really
Yeah,
did.
it's not. Yeah, but yeah, they
So
really did. I heard about that last game against France, and they really did
yeah,
their thing. So
they did. Did you watch any of the breakdancing competition?
give me a couple shots. Put me
Yeah.
out there.
Hey, you're an Olympian, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. Hey, but
Oh
look,
man.
the men's competition was solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, they did what you think of with
Yeah.
breakdancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the women's competition, no disrespect, ladies, but that chick from Ray
Australia.
Gun.
I thought
Huh?
it was. Wait, what country
Not
was
Canada,
it?
Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
Ray Gun. Yeah, her name was Rachel something. She
Oh,
goes
I
by
didn't know
Ray
that. I
Gun.
did not know that.
Yeah. She was. I mean, I've heard all the defense of why she dances the way she dances, and it's just it was. I mean, the kangaroo move she did. Did you see it?
I don't even know if I would know
But
what it looked like. I've
oh,
seen.
it looks like a kangaroo. She's like this, like
Oh
hop
my
hop.
gosh!
Yeah, but
Then
you know,
I'm pretty sure she did her. What's that called? Your thesis
yeah.
on the culture of breakdancing.
Yeah, she's like I guess known nationally over there. She's like a national treasure or something
Yeah.
crazy. And that's cool. But you know what's crazy? And I read a thing about it online. They said, watch, we all laugh, but she'll be the one that gets the freaking tennis shoe deal. And she'll be the one that we see in commercials. And she's like the one that we'll remember. You know? Nobody's going to remember like the B-boy that actually like killed it. Because you know they're not even doing it in the Olympics next year. They're doing
No, they're not doing it. Yeah, in
and they're
2028.
and they're going to well not next year, but yeah, 2028.
2028.
And they're going to be in LA.
I know.
That's bananas. Like, I mean,
Well, I guess what this was pairs. Each country has their own event that they get to pick.
and Paris picked breakdancing.
Yeah, and
Wow.
for US, it's flag football.
Really?
So
Oh.
yeah, give me. I don't even know. Have Antonio Brown make his comeback.
Hey, I am so excited because I'm gonna hear so many dudes talking crazy about flag football for the next 4 years.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see. There's gonna be so many tournaments, so many teams, so
Trying to
many
make
one.
the Olympic
Oh, it's
team.
going. I'm so many guys I know blowing their knees out. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch. Be like, yeah, dog, you playing flag football now? I'm like, let's go. You're 47. Let's go. Let's see.
Oh, the flame die out.
Oh, they're gonna be like, I could be in the Olympics. I mean, back in my day, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the breakdancing thing was. I felt bad. I felt bad to laugh.
It was cringy. It was cringy.
Yeah, it was so cringy. And what's it called? You see the men's 200?
No, I didn't. What
Oh, you
happened?
didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, Noah Lyles got third,
Did he?
and yeah, he got third, and he right after the finish line, he was on a wheelchair because apparently he has COVID.
He has COVID now.
He had COVID 2 days before the 200.
What?
Yeah, but
Oh
he
my
still got a
God.
bronze medal.
Wow.
People are clowning him though because he still came out and did his jump in and this height.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then right after he got third, he
He
went to
was
a
like,
wheelchair.
oh, the COVID.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
my
we were like,
COVID.
very convenient. We were
Yeah.
just hearing about this.
My COVID's kicking in.
But,
Wow.
regardless, he got third and a gold. So,
At the Olympics. Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
still super
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive. Yeah, that dude talks mad shit.
He does. And I'm a fan of him. I'm just,
Oh yeah.
I just,
Where do you stand on the confident athlete? Like, what's your tipping point where you're like, I don't like this guy now?
it's, if they're winning for me, I'm always going to like them.
So if one being, we're talking about level of arrogance.
Yeah.
Arrogance, I guess I should say. If one is Barry Sanders, who was super humble, never spiked the ball, gave it to the referee, and 10 is Conor McGregor. Like, what's your cutoff? What's your cutoff?
It depends. It depends who they're. It depends if they're on my team or if they're facing someone that I like more, and they're just ripping it in the face and they beat them. It depends on a lot of factors. If in this case with the Olympics, they're up in America, I'm gonna say be as crazy as you want.
Yeah, you'd be like, talk that shit, money.
But if France had an athlete saying the same stuff just because of the competition, I would hate that athlete.
Yeah, right.
So it's super biased. I'm just But it's part of that. It's part of that mindset. You have to be confident to be as
you have
successful
to.
as you are.
They your uncle Doug always talks to me about, because he's a huge soccer fan.
Yeah.
So he watches tons of European soccer, and he's told me that how super common it is for their athletes to be what we would call cocky and arrogant, but to them it's like, no, there's nothing wrong with me knowing I'm good. I know I'm good. Like, I know I'm one of the best in the world. And I'm like, that's an interesting thing. You know what I mean? Because we want this weird thing from our people, like to be good but not acknowledge that we're good, which is just crazy. Like,
it's probably a jealousy thing.
Yeah, we want you to be good, but not like, don't rub it in my face.
Yeah.
Just like, but I want to see you do as well as you can do, but you don't get to enjoy it as much as you should because it makes me feel bad, which is crazy. But yeah. All right, just a thought. Just a random thought.
Last thing with the Olympics, I noticed, because if you can't tell, I don't watch a whole bunch of it, but men's 400 meters went crazy. The American that won had one of the craziest kicks ever.
Yeah. What race was it?
The men's 400.
The 400. Yeah.
He wasn't even in the top 3, I don't think. But his kick, he was reaching in the depths, and he ended up taking the golds. Like, I don't know how he did it, but
hey, that was your race. You know what that pain. You know what that pain feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the women's 4x1, Sha'Carri Richardson. Just took it to the house.
I love when she looked over at her.
Yeah, that picture.
Yeah, but the only thing about that race, and bud, you know me, I watched it on YouTube literally 6 times. This one frame, their handoff. It
was bad.
No, not Sha'Carri's. The other team, Sha'Carri's leg, the one that took second. Sha'Carri's leg, the person who takes second that she looks at, they had a bad handoff.
Oh.
And no one's talking about it. You need to watch it because you'll see it. You'll see it. But
I knew America had a bad handoff.
They had one with Gabby Thomas. Gabby Thomas and what's her name had a bad handoff. So then when Gabby handed off to Sha'Carri, we were behind. Well, I think Great Britain. Is that who it was? Is that who took second?
I don't know.
That's who she had to catch up to. They had a bad handoff. You'll see it because you'll see their handoff and you'll see her kind of slow. You'll see it because I thought I saw it, so I kept rewinding it, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's a bad handoff. So Shikari definitely made up ground, but they had a bad handoff as well.
Yeah.
So and no one's talking about it. That's all I'm saying. So, but yeah, Shikari, I'm glad she got her gold. I'm glad she got her silver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's a feat.
She's what 26, 27, maybe. She'll be back for one more.
Yeah,
compared
maybe.
to when we watched her after the trials.
I know.
What 4 years? Oh, she was a hot mess. I am a human. I'm like, I'm only human. I'm like, God damn. I'll never forget.
She's come a long way.
She's matured. She's matured. She made mistakes you make when you're young. So
yeah.
So yeah, man. So I don't know. Also, Pittsburgh Steelers had their first preseason game.
I know.
Russell Wilson was injured, so he didn't play.
Yeah, Justin Fields started,
and he fumbled twice.
Yeah,
his first two possessions.
Yeah, 3 for 67 yards.
I don't know. I don't pay any attention to preseason.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being a kid and like we'd have these dope preseasons, and then like we end up 8-8.
That's what happened last year.
Yeah, so it's like what
Kenny Pickett was looking like a god last year. And now he's not even for Philly.
Yeah, he's not even in Pittsburgh. So there you go.
Yeah, like people thought it was a second coming of Big Ben. So take the preseason with a grain of salt.
Right, that's all you can do. Just if you want to go watch one, just watch it to enjoy football. Yeah, it's football, so just but don't. Yeah,
for real.
Don't think it means anything. Yeah, everything is gonna be Irie. Everything.
Yeah, we'll finish positive. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
With a winning record. So you want to talk about Hot D?
Hot D. I love how you sent me that meme that said, would it say everybody else, the House of Dragons, black people, House of Dragons?
No, you just missed it up there. I
messed it up there? Oh,
yes.
All right. Sorry, what is, no, you said
it's
black
everyone,
people.
It's everyone said what the show is called. House of the Dragon.
The House of the Dragon.
And black people say House of Dragons. And that's what you say every episode.
And House of Dragons. Hey, and
House of the Dragon.
At least I'm consistent. So
yeah.
The finale that everyone like loves to hate, and I was happy with it, man. I was happy with it for a season finale. I was okay.
I enjoyed it. Does not deserve the hate it's getting.
No, not at all.
Like it has the second lowest rated episode of all Game of Thrones.
That's insane.
Like, okay,
that's insane.
The same show. Like, I get where people are complaining. I really do get, the complaints with this episode and the overall season, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to say it was a bad episode of TV, no, that's just a hyperbole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I told you, just the scene when Rihanna confronts Damon. And
Rhaenyra?
He says, Rhaenyra, sorry. That's why I asked you. I said it with my inflection.
I was trying to figure out what you meant.
My inflection meant I wasn't sure, but that's
she's
what
the
I
main
said.
girl. Man.
Well, I mean, but I got a lot in my head. I'm 48 years old. I'm nipping at 50, bud. Like, I got a lot in my head. So, Rhaenyra, right? Rhaenyra. Thank you. When she met with Damon, that was one of my favorite scenes. Like, I just was like, yes, like watching him humble himself.
Yeah.
Which this is Damon. So that was like moving a fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
That was a great scene.
Yeah. What did he say?
There was good scenes. He said,
until death ends our story.
Yeah.
Shit. Come on.
She's like, if you ever try and
you ever leave me again?
Yeah.
Yeah. she was said, what she say? If you ever try to leave me again, do it at your own peril.
Yeah.
And he
said,
said,
I tried.
I tried. Like, and
Yeah.
you see where I'm at. And I was feeling that, but I was like that. Like when he knelt, I got goose. When he knelt, I got
He did
goosebumps.
kneel.
I was like,
But
oh,
but then he did try to do their little head thing.
yeah. And she wasn't cool with it yet.
Yeah.
She needed a little more than that.
Yeah. So
That's
I
a
like
woman.
that. I like that little.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
He's like, oh, we cool, right?
Mm.
She swerved him.
Hey, but I got one of them upstairs. I know how that goes. I mean,
Targaryen,
I understand that completely. I'm like, yeah, you fixed it, but it ain't fixed yet.
Yeah.
Like, like it's fixed, but it ain't fixed, baby boy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that was a great scene. And in
was.
this episode, there's other great scenes. Like I love the scene with Aemon and Helena.
Yes.
And she's like, you're gonna die.
Yeah, she was like, you gonna die. She said, kill me or not, you gonna die. When she looked at him and said, I saw it, or what she say, I saw it.
I saw it, yeah.
And I was like, ooh, because you know she's so passive all the time.
Yeah.
But she was like, look, motherfucker, like I saw it.
Yeah, she was stern.
like I know what you do. Yeah.
He's about to cry.
Yeah. Because for the longest time, she was the only one that showed him any type of affection. Yeah. Like if you look back to when they were young,
they're tight.
Yeah, they were tight. So for her to be like, look, he's like, I have no one. He has no one, you know?
Yeah.
So but he's not sympathetic to me anymore. When he started
once he became the monster that we always got hints. Okay, he's a little off hinge.
Yeah.
You know, he killed his cousin.
Yeah.
But then he's like, I feel bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Because even like when he killed his cousin, he didn't mean to. He wanted to scare him.
And he even said it.
He even
said it this season.
Yeah.
He's like, I got angry. But now he's like, oh man, they got more dragons. I'm gonna burn this village.
I'm gonna burn this town. Like what? Like why? Like why are you burning?
Like, oh, you just mad with power.
Mm-hmm.
And just him being the Prince Regent. They're like, people are kind of hungry. They need the fish. That's the only thing they can eat. And he's like, nah, you gotta close the harbors.
Yeah,
they can live.
Yeah.
The fish is the only thing they have.
The only thing they have is fish.
And they hate that.
And they hate the fish, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's just going mad with power. Very tunnel vision, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The scene when Rhaenyra and
main now you have me forgetting her name.
Yeah.
I know you're Hightower.
Yeah, Hightower. Aemon's mom.
I'm looking it up. Yeah.
The queen mother.
You have me forgetting it. Alicent.
Like their scene was amazing.
Yeah,
but when that scene ended and you saw Aegon leaving, I said
nothing.
I said to your mom, I said, babe, they just fucked her. I was like, and she has no idea. I'm like, she just made this deal and he's not even there. I was like, she's gonna get back and be like, what the fuck? Like, I just made all this shit happen and now none of it's gonna happen. And she's gonna think I lied to her again. I was like, wow. And I think that's the part people are missing, like the subtlety, like of like, you see what's happening, like wheels are turning, things are happening, and it's not working out the way anybody wants it to. Like it's just like stuff keeps compounding, you know.
There's some good symbolism with like the last couple shots. It showed like Rhaenyra. There's a shot of her. She was like had all the history books.
Yep.
And then she was like a small little speck in that.
It's her place.
Yeah, her place in history, right?
Mm-hmm.
And juxtaposed was with Alicent, and she was, I think, getting on the ship, but you know, she was wide in the open. So.
Yeah, totally exposed.
Yeah, two different paths of life right now. Yeah. Whereas before, when they were kids, it was the opposite.
True indeed.
With being free.
Yes.
And then doing what their duty said.
Yeah. Yeah, because she even talked about that, how when they were young, she resented how Rhaenyra just didn't give a fuck. You know, and she was obsessed with her duty, which is ironic considering Rhaenyra was the princess and she was just the Hand's daughter. But the Hand was always plotting. How about him being locked up somewhere?
I know.
I was like, I
wonder who has him. Yeah, they just kind of glaze right past.
Yeah, I was like, that's not good. And I said, babe.
Yeah.
You know what else was my babe moment was when Damon had his vision and
Mm,
it showed the whole prophecy. And
yeah.
when they showed Daenerys and them dragons, I said, "Oh,
Yeah, that was a cool little thing.
yeah, that was
Cool
cool.
little
That
thing.
was just the right amount."
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy with it. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but I mean, people are just people,
No,
you know.
I see. This was only an 8 episode
Yeah,
season, right?
yeah,
And it should, if it had the same thing that happened, but gave us 2 more episodes to see the outcome,
yes,
it would have
yes,
been fine.
yeah,
No complaints, because season one ended with "Let's get ready for war,"
yeah, yeah.
and this whole season
We were
was
waiting for
"Let's
war.
get ready for war."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
It's
they just dragged it on. They just dragged on so many certain story beats, and
like
we didn't get anything from them.
like Christian Cole and what's the name of his brother. I was like, what?
I like that
I
scene.
did, but it was like there was like episodes upon episodes of their tension between each other. And basically,
Yeah,
Christian just basically was like, "Yeah, yeah, I was sleeping with your sister, and yeah, and here we are, and here we are." Like, yeah, I
yeah. It
messed
was
up.
like it was stuff like that. It
Yeah,
was stuff with Rhaenyra being like, "Dragons are our last resort," and even by the last episode, she was like, "Hopefully, this will be a deterrence."
yeah,
And chorus was like, "Nah, you gotta strike." Because
yeah,
there's like by the last episode, you've been saying this all
yeah.
season.
You have
We
to,
get it. You don't want to be evil, but
but yeah,
come on now. You have six
yeah.
dragons.
People are going to die. It's just what this is.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah,
still saying that by the last episode.
yeah,
And then with Damon and Harrenhal, it's like, we get it. It's hard. He's seeing
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
5 episodes of that.
yeah. Well, but I think that adds to that. The point of that was to show his character growth, to show where
It
he was.
did.
Yeah,
And I get what they're doing with it, but they shouldn't have shown it as much because people were getting sick of seeing it.
yeah.
I
Well,
think they just shouldn't have shown Damon as much, if because it was getting repetitive.
him doing the same Damon shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
same spooky. People
Mm-hmm.
were calling it Luigi's Mansion.
Aha, that's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
because I enjoyed those scenes, but I think they were giving it to us because everyone loves Damon, so we gotta show Damon. But in the book, at this point in the book, he wasn't doing anything.
He wasn't. I mean, really, he just went to Harrenhal and tried to recruit some people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate them making it layered.
Yeah, but
It was repetitive.
right.
What
I
mean?
got you. I got you, but I got you. I'm looking
But that's
forward.
my complaints with the whole season.
Yeah. I'm what? So next year, or are they saying 2 years? What's going
2 years, that's another thing. Which I mean, they're making movies. They're making
on? Yeah,
movies,
but
but
still, that's crazy.
8
That's
episodes,
a long time.
2 year wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Game of Thrones being gone, The Bear being over, what do you think you're going to slide into next?
Us?
You.
I'm gonna watch The Penguin.
Yes.
That's next month. So
Yes. Yeah. The Penguin
I'll
was
be
good.
watching that. Yeah.
Matthew Vaughn, right? Directed.
He didn't direct it. Matthew
not
Reeves.
Matthew
He didn't.
Reeves. That's right.
He didn't direct it.
He
No,
produced
he's
it.
a new guy. Yeah.
Okay, but Colin
Yeah.
Farrell being unrecognizable, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested in seeing. I like that Batverse. You know.
Yeah. Me too.
And speaking of Batverses, you've been watching Batman: The Cape Crusader,
Yes.
and
It's okay.
oh,
I said it last episode. It's just there was one episode that had me like intrigued, like, oh, fun little mystery.
yeah,
But it's just each episode's just rushed with,
really.
and yeah, each episode's rushed.
I'm trying to give it to
and-
you too fast. Yeah,
Yeah, and I appreciate them doing like different stuff with characters that we've known for 80 years now.
yeah,
That's understandable.
yeah,
But some of the stuff just doesn't work.
yeah. Well,
I said Harvey Dent's a jerk, and that just doesn't work.
yeah. I guess that's the he can't be a jerk before he becomes Two-Face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they did that.
Yeah,
It's just I can go into it more next episode by the time I will have finished the show.
mm-hmm.
But my main gripe is just the animation. It's just
It's still bothering you. Wow.
so. It's because especially because the opening looks looks like a old noir thing. It has like film grain to it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just simple shots. But I'm like, that looks cool. And then you give me this bland Gotham City.
Oh wow.
and the
Yeah.
characters move so stiff and it just ruins their
Wow.
performance.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
definitely check it out, but that's crazy. Wow. I'll have to. Wow.
yeah, it was cheaply done.
And it's back to that Bruce Timm stuff. I expected more.
Yeah, designs are cool,
Yeah.
but when you
Execution.
have me, the '90s cartoon has better animation.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
2024,
Yeah, that's crazy.
why are you having budget cuts?
Yeah, it's what it's gonna be. Like
Yeah,
just give me the fucking money. It's Batman.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
understand that stuff either. Like, come on, this isn't like an untested property. Like, come on, let's
Especially
go.
when you have
Yeah, yeah,
Matt Reeves. What's his
yeah.
name?
J.J. Abrams.
JJ
Yeah,
and the OG. Um,
Paul Dini.
uh,
No,
yeah,
yeah, Paul.
no.
No,
Bruce Tim,
Bruce Timm. Yeah, Bruce Timm.
all
Yeah,
involved.
yeah. That's like give them the fucking money. They're all
Yeah,
proven that they know what they're doing. Yeah, that's craziness. Craziness.
so that's my great. You have
Yeah,
to see it for yourself.
I'm going. I am. I'm glad you
It's
reminded me.
enjoyable, but
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
gonna watch it. I
great.
will. At this pace, I will be current with One Piece in the next 2 weeks, which is
Wow.
bananas. I'm on episode 1076. Yeah, so I will be looking for something to casually watch. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Burden lifted off your shoulders.
I'll say this much, man, as I slide in the anime corner real quick. Yeah, yeah, 1,000. You feel 1,000 on some episodes when you watch it like this. You feel it.
Yeah.
I watched like 12 episodes yesterday. I had nothing to do. But 12 episodes is like 2 hours, so that's what's crazy. It's like 2.5 hours. But
Yeah.
just when you watch like this, you pick up on little things like that. Oh, they reused that scene, like stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, like if they wouldn't use that, that's 30 more seconds. Like, but outside of that, I I hit episode 1070 when Luffy finally reached fifth gear. Yeah,
Oh.
I could not.
I know that episode.
I could not
I've seen
imagine
scenes.
being a One Piece fan watching this week to week, and then that happened
Yeah.
because I lost my shit knowing it was coming.
Yeah.
Like it turns into Looney Tunes. Luffy's power.
I saw
He
that fight.
he,
Yeah.
he basically can make the world Looney Tunes. No, literally, like he makes the world into a Looney Tunes cartoon at will, and it's amazing to watch. And the show is just so, and he's still not unbeatable. That's the thing. Like it's like okay, he powered up, similar to like when Goku powered up to Super Saiyan and fought Frieza. Yeah, you're the shit now, but that dude's still really tough. Like you know what I mean? And that's how it was. Like he leveled up, he went fifth gear. He's fighting Kaido, but it's still a fight. It's not just complete dominance. Like he just beat Kaido, I think, because he made this fist that was the size of like an island, literally. And punched Kaido in the face. And it's like I told you, as I watch it, I think there's no way somebody can sit down and watch this right now and be like, oh,
Yeah.
But when you watch it, from the beginning, when you see Luffy grab a lightning bolt, you're like, oh fuck. Like it gets you hype. You're like, he said when he went fifth gear, he said, this is it. I am at my peak. Like he knew it. Like he was like, this, I am as strong as I'm going to be. This is it. And it's pretty fucking dope because he died. Spoilers. He died, and then he came back.
Spoiler.
Well, I mean, yeah. So but I mean, like when the Liberty drums, the drums of Liberty start beating, it's his heartbeat. That shit gets you hype. It's like dum, 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 dum. I was like, I was like Googling it, like, oh, I need that. I need that on my workout track. Like it's hard. And then he actually acknowledges. He's like, come on, Hart. Like I need that beat because the beat's dope. It's dope. So yeah, One Piece is, yeah. And before I finish, I went to the pharmacy today to pick up a script. Pharmacist I've seen a zillion times, like the pharmacy tech. Seen her a zillion times. She's wearing a Naruto shirt. I go, she's like doing something, and she's like, sorry. And I'm like, it's okay, take your time. And I go, I like your shirt. And she goes, oh, thanks. And she says, I said, yeah, I'm a fan. My son always says, my beloved Naruto. So we end up, going in about Naruto, about One Piece. Like she watches all the OGs. She has like an 8-year-old son who watches it. And it was just crazy. I was like, this is so funny because you know how I am about finding my people. I'm like, oh shit. But hers was pretty off. Because I was like, either that's her shirt or like that's her kid's shirt. But I had to say something. It ended up being her and her husband. They're big anime fans. And it was pretty cool, But yeah, so I'm almost there. When this is over, I'm probably going to slide into Batman and into Attack of Titan on the Anime Corner. And I think TV wise, I'm gonna start watching Snowfall. You know, it's
Heard
over
good things
now,
about
but
that.
I've
Yeah.
heard good things about it. So
Yeah.
I'm looking to jump into that. But otherwise, that's really all I have. You know, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm reading my book still. H is for Hawk. It's going really well. You know, I'm probably going to try to buy a Falcon or something here in the next 6 months because you know me. But it's good. But other than that, that's all I got. You have anything else for the people?
No, that's all I had too.
That's all you have?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, until next time, he is Sun.
And he's Pops.
And thank you for listening, everyone.